Oh, hey guys. Yeah, anyway, so this video is for my entertainment and education purposes only. Any and everything I say could be wrong. Do your own research and come to your own conclusions. So, I was just kind of scrolling around, surfing the internet, right? And I noticed something that has pretty obviously been going on for a very long time on the internet, right? Is that they're always hiding something. They're hiding something from us, and it's always whatever. Okay, for example, like crime statistics, they're hiding the fact that there's more crimes committed by colored people than white people, and they're hiding it. They're hiding this, right? And so they're hiding all kinds of other stuff too. You can go down the list of all these things they're hiding. They're hiding the numbers of COVID. They're hiding the numbers of they're hiding the numbers of vaccinated. They're hiding the numbers of vaccine injuries. They're hiding all this stuff all the time. They're hiding stuff, right? They're hiding it. The Democrats are hiding the number of illegals. They're hiding it and blah, blah. It's always, right? And so, but it's like, it's always biased. All of this stuff is always based on confirmation bias. So if it confirms a bias to point out how something is being hidden, well, then they'll point it out. But this is the thing. There's all kinds of other stuff that they're hiding that nobody ever mentions. And if you think that I'm pulling this out of my ass, or that I'm just some crazy guy that's saying this, dude, even Snowden says this. I'm not a fan of Snowden at all. Like, to me, I see him as like whatever. There's all kinds of whistleblowers that never get any attention, and for some reason, Snowden has got a lot of attention. There are other whistleblowers that have blown whistles on as big or bigger shit than what Snowden did, and they just got disappeared and forgotten. So I'm not like a super big fan of Snowden, but Snowden put out, there's a interview, and Snowden talks about this very thing, that there's all kinds of shit going on that nobody ever talks about because it's not popular. It's not something that's going to bring a lot of clicks, likes, views, and subs. But there are things they're easily as important as all this popular, trendy stuff that's always talked about. Like they're hiding the numbers of black crime. They're hiding the numbers of the vaccine injuries and vaccine deaths. They're always, these popular things, they're always based in confirmation bias. And one of the obvious confirmation biases is to talk about those things because that's what's clickbaity, right? But just like Snowden said, there's all this other shit going on that is like in your fucking face, that is just as bad or worse than all this clickbait shit. And it's like in front of our face all day, every day. And no, it's just conspicuously absent from all discussion, public discourse. Almost like it's a communist controlled narrative, right? And so people they always cherry pick. They cherry pick what is being hidden, right? So if there's something being hidden that's actually really important and a big thing, but it's not popular to talk about, well, nobody ever talks about it because it's not popular. It's not clickbaity. It won't bring the ratings. It won't bring the views, the likes, the subs. It won't bring the sponsors to sponsor your videos so you can make money. Like, dude, it is so ridiculous. Dude, they've written books about this shit back in the 60s. Again, nothing new under the sun. That's why all of this is all extra. Read all about it. The new story. There is nothing new, dude. And just the amount of people that fall for this extra. Read all about it. Like, dude, they are doing the same fucking thing they've always done. It's just another cry wolf story, you know? And the lie is always the same. The lie is always a half truth. It's never the truth. It's always a half truth, and it's always extra. Read all about it. And it's always popularized and hyped up and clicked, and the clicks go on and you know, pontificate with this pseudo intellectualism, like they're talking about, like there's some intellectual discussion to be had on some half truth, and it's the same fucking dude. They've been doing this, dude. They were writing books about this same phenomena back in the 60s with the fucking television. Like, it's nothing new, bro. It's just a repackaged, rebranded, same fucking thing. New package, new brand, same fucking half truth, cry wolf, extra, read all about it. And just like Snowden said, there is all this crazy shit that they're hiding. But the thing is they're hiding it, but it's so obvious that they're hiding it that it's like, look at how even though it's super obvious that they're hiding this and that, nobody ever talks about it, because the majority of people are so fucking hypnotized that they have to be given permission to talk about something before they'll talk about it. Who gives them permission? The media. Styx Hexenhammer, you know, Asmongold has to give these bots permission to talk about something before they'll talk about it. And the majority of people are so fucking controlled by this, and it's just the irony that it's Snowden explaining this. And of course, like, it doesn't matter. Snowden could even say it, and it still doesn't matter. People are still going to just be sheep to the slaughter, fattened sheep to the slaughter. They're never going to change because they're fat pigs. All they care about is stuffing their fucking face and fattening. They're just fat fucking pigs that all they care about is stuffing their fucking faces. Gluttonous, just like more for me. And so they're never going to talk about something until they're given permission to talk about it. And then even once they're given permission to talk about it, all they'll do is parrot the talking points. And where do the talking points come from? These same talking heads that play this same fucking centuries old game where they put out the extra, read all about it, half truth, cry wolf story. And then they just parrot it. And so, you know, it's so popular to talk about how, oh, they're hiding this, they're hiding that, they're hiding the numbers of how many colored people are committing crimes versus, well, they're hiding the numbers of how many rich people commit crimes. But nobody ever talks about that. Like, if you want to talk about crime statistics when it comes to, okay, this is another thing. They want to talk about crime statistics when it comes to race so that they can, it's a big gotcha thing to expose that they're hiding the amount of numbers of crimes black people are committing. It's so gay because, see, it's a race-focused thing. Of course it's a race-focused thing. Because if you were to look at it based in class, like, well, okay, let's look at it based in class. So, how many crimes are committed by the rich elite? Well, we'll never know because you know, they're because there is no truth being exposed on all the false flag wars that have taken place over the centuries. How many false flag wars were created by rich elite people, and how many millions of people died because of that? Well, we'll never know, because they want to talk about how many black people in poor neighborhoods are committing crime. like what about the Israel genocide? The big genocide. Well, who's committing the genocide crimes? Oh, we don't talk about that because the black people are stealing the bicycles. It's like, dude, just shut the fuck up, bro. Like, just shut up. And crime statistic that's not an isolated incident. It's in everything. They never talk about everything is a half truth. Everything is a fucking bullshit gotcha cry wolf half truth that wants to talk about, the blacks in Chicago. Well, what about the rich elite in America? No, we don't talk about that. Oh, those files have all been, redacted. So, ebony, that's all, folks. Let's get back to the blacks in Chicago, right? Because all the Epstein files have been redacted, so we'll never know, right? Yeah, okay. But so all the Epstein files have been redacted. All the Kennedy files redacted. All the false flag war files have been redacted. All these other things. Oh well, that's all top secret. Say the rich elite, ruling elite. That's all top secret. So just keep focusing on those blacks in Chicago, right? Because the crime statistics about false flag wars, that's all redacted. The crime statistics about the Epstein Island and the Epstein files and all the elites involved, well, that's all redacted. So we just don't talk about it. So let's get back to the EBT recipients stealing the bicycles, right? It's like, dude, just shut the fuck up, right? Just shut the fuck up about black crime statistics in Chicago. I don't care who you are. If you're Asmongold and you want to go on about the black crime statistics in Chicago, just shut the fuck up until you can show me the fucking crime statistics of the fucking Epstein files and all the ruling elite, the wealthy. Like, let's talk about all the false flag wars, the Rothschilds false flag wars, the millions that have died from that. Why don't we include that in our crime statistics when we're doing an analysis on crime statistics in blacks in Chicago? Well, what about the crime statistics regarding like the fucking Rothschilds of the world? No, that's all redacted, right? Oh, but it's not Asmongold's fault that they're redacted. So Asmongold's just going to go back to talking about the blacks in Chicago, because it's not Asmongold's fault that all the people, all the millionaires and billionaires that commit the most atrocious crimes like Epstein files and fucking and false flag wars, all these millionaires, all their crimes get covered up, and it's not Asmongold's fault. It's just a coincidence that Asmongold is a millionaire. Yeah, okay. So let's get back to the poor neighborhoods in Chicago and the blacks stealing all the bicycles. And then let's look at the crime statistics and the charts and the graphs and the percentages. And let's forget all about all the elite crimes. The Rothschilds crimes. Just don't worry about that. It doesn't matter because that doesn't, just because all those crime statistics are not included, they've all been redacted. That doesn't take away from the accuracy of all these so-called statistics and all the numbers and the cover stories and the fax machines faxing all the printed up graphs and charts and backed by the rumors and the figures, because math and in the percentages and stuff. and let's all download our minds with fucking YouTube videos and download our minds into the the transhumanist fucking internet of Asmongold 24/7 because 57 million billion channels on the internet and there's nothing on except for Asmongold. Dude, I think I'm gonna download my mind, bro. Let's download our minds into the fucking internet and shit. It's like, dude, the internet is just such a fucking faggot fucking MSM 2.0 fucking just pile of fucking diuretic garbage, dude. It's just diuretic fucking full retard garbage, man. It's so gay. Let's talk about crime statistics. Even though all the elite wealthy of the world, all of those crime statistics have been infinitely redacted, but yet we're still going to have a serious discussion on crime statistics, right? Alrighty then. Yeah. You know, what about, okay, so we want to talk about like facts that are being hidden, you know, like redacted stuff, you know. Oh, they're hiding the numbers of the Black Chicago crime statistics. They're hiding the numbers from us. Those evil people are hiding this and that. They're hiding stuff. Well, what about what about the homeless statistics? Are they hiding the homeless statistics from us too? Oh, that doesn't matter either way because homelessness, you know, we're talking about genocides and stuff and blah blah. Oh, wait, so they could be hiding all this other stuff from us because it doesn't matter because it's not popular, right? So if the subject of homelessness in its entirety is not a popular, trendy clickbait thing on the internet, well then it doesn't matter that they're hiding the homeless numbers, right? It doesn't matter that they're hiding the numbers and facts about homelessness. That doesn't matter because it's not clickbait and popular on the internet. So that doesn't even matter. But if they're hiding the numbers about the numbers of blacks in Chicago committing crimes and stealing bicycles, then we're going to fucking flip the fuck out and one fucking 1/8 of the internet is going to be devoted to nonstop 24/7 coverage of how they're hiding the statistics about black crime in Chicago. You know, why is one important and the other not? It doesn't matter because this is the internet, you know? The internet is just mainstream media 2.0, and it's all populated by an entire fucking global mass of NPC bot fucking automaton zombies, dude. It's a fucking zombie apocalypse, bro. See you, boys.